All right, we are back with another Prize Picks video. This one is going to be for NFL Sunday tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys 6 picks, kind of talk through them, show you some analysis that I've done for them, and then really why I like them. And then obviously up to you if you guys want to pick and choose any of those that you like. If you don't like them, let me know in the comments. If you do like them and you're going to tail some of them, also let me know in the comments. You guys have been super, active in there. You've been leaving likes on the video, and a lot of you guys have been subscribing. We've been, growing daily. Also, if you're looking for college football plays, it is noon right now on the dot, Saturday. So some of those games have begun, but a lot of those games start, later in the day. I think the next slate's at like 3:30. So definitely go check that video out. I know some of my picks were at noon, but a lot of them were later on in the day. Also, a little plug here. If you are still interested in the college football cheat sheet, just email me in the description below as my email, and we can kind of talk about a discounted price there with obviously some of these games starting. But I still have like at least 15 plays on the cheat sheet for later games. So yeah, that's going to do it for the intro. Let's get right into the board for NFL. I'm going to do a wide receiver quarterback combo to start us off. Let's go to Tampa Bay for Baker Mayfield. We're going to go to his pass completions, and we're going to go over. Let's bring up some analysis here. Mayfield. Tampa Bay is going up against Detroit. They are underdogs by 3. So they're 3-point underdogs. The Lions have obviously been, pretty solid this year. So Tampa Bay could definitely be playing from behind. Mayfield has gone over this line in 3 of 4 games. And as you can see here, the Lions are giving up 39 pass attempts per game. So obviously that doesn't perfectly correlate to completions. But if we jump over here, we can see, sorry, I didn't have it pulled up. We can see pass completions. They're ranked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th in pass completions. So still top third of the league in giving up completions at 24.4. Mayfield only needs 21 to get that over. And again, really liking the history here as he's done it, and especially if they are playing from behind. I think that's really good. If we look at the individual games, looks like they won this game 20-17 against the Vikings. He still got there. In this game, they were also up 10-point victory over the Bears. He still got there. And then in this game, they were trailing, but couldn't do much. The Eagles they're offensively and defensively, they got the whole package going. And then in this game, they were up as well. So in a game that they could be trailing, we're liking that for sure. And then in terms of his combo here, let's go to Mike Evans. Mike Evans got banged up a little bit in their last game, a little hamstring injury, but he had a bye week. He's had a lot of time to recover, and they say he's fully ready to go. He's gone over this in 3 of the 4 games, but in this game, he only got I think like 34% of the snaps because he did exit or was limited early at least. That's why he's saying he only got 3 here. In terms of targets and receptions, he was 3 for 3 on the night before he had to exit. And then he's had 10, 8, and 10 targets in these other ones. So I'm really, really liking this 4.5 line. If Mayfield gets that completions over, I'm really liking Evans to get there as well. And yeah, again, don't be too afraid of this one. He did have to leave early. Obviously, if that hamstring injury does limit him today, that could be something we had to watch out for. But I don't think it will. They're usually very careful about those hamstring injuries, and if he was practicing, and he says he's fully ready to go, I think he will be. So this 4.5 line seems really low to me. And then again, in a game that they could be trailing, I could see it happening very easily. Receptions allowed, ranked 23rd at 24.4 allowed. So that's going to be our little QB wide receiver combo. Let's get into a running back pick. Let's go to Jerome Ford for the Browns. I'm going to go to his rushing yards here. So you can see he's gone over this in 3 of 4. Obviously, this game was huge. I think he had just taken over for Chubb when Chubb got injured. And this was kind of his first full game as the number 1 back. But since then, he's been pretty limited. And then he's going up against a San Francisco team that's obviously just been crazy good. Only allowing 64.2 yards on the ground, which is ranked 2. So really loving to see that. Also, they're going to be down in this game. I mean, I would assume so. They're 14-point underdogs. So, they should be having to throw the ball, airing it out. meaning less time for Ford to get those yards. So really good matchup. Pretty good history here. Obviously, he had this huge game, but he's been held in check the other 3 games. So I'm liking under 36.5. I think it's 35.5 on PrizePicks. Let's go lock in these other ones. Mike Evans. We're going over his receptions. And then Ford, we are going to his under. Jerome Ford. Again, obviously, if you don't like any of these picks, don't go for it. Sometimes like a gut feeling is all you need to stay away from a bad bet. But I'm just showing you the analysis and on why I like the picks. And obviously, ultimately, it's up to you. So that's going to be Ford. Let's go over to our next guy. We're going to a receiver, Adam Thielen. Let's go to his receiving yards. These first 2 games, it was Bryce Young at the head. Wasn't getting the targets, wasn't getting the receptions. Obviously, you can see 2 targets, 2 receptions. He did get a few more, and only the 7 receptions here. But ever since Bryce Young went down, he's back now. But he's kind of been utilized more in this passing game just because of how the veteran presence is, and he's been solid. He's gone over this in 3 straight games. He's going up against a team that allows 258 receiving yards, yards in the air, which is ranked 21st in this Miami team. Miami is also 14-point favorites, so really liking that as well. They should have to air it out. Again, I think it's Bryce Young under quarterback, but I think he played last week as well. So Thielen can get that connection with the young dude as well. And in terms of targets and receptions, it just keeps growing. 14 targets, 8 targets, 13 targets. So really liking what he's been doing recently. And again, if they're trailing, they're going to be airing it out. And Thielen's been their number 1 target, 24.9% of the targets. So really liking Thielen here. The last 2 picks are going to be kind of new. Not new, but I'm going to go with some 2 kicker picks that I really like. First guy I'm going to talk about is Fairborn. Kaimi, 1.5. As you can see here, 5 of 5 games he's gone over this. He just needs to go over 1.5. Going up against a New Orleans Saints team that allows 2.2 per game, which ranks 25th. And he's also gotten 3 attempts every single game. And he's hit all 3 of them except for this one, but he only needs 2. So I'm really liking this. Good matchup. Great history. He's done it in every single game. And he's getting the opportunities. You just got to knock him down. So we're going Fairbairn for the Texans. And then last but not least, we're going to Jake Elliott for the Eagles. Kind of similar here. Even kind of a better matchup. The Jets giving up 3 field goals a game. 31st rank, almost the worst in the league. And then Elliott, 5 of 5. The past 5 games are all of 2023. And again, he's gotten 3 attempts at least each of these games. And again, this game he only had 2, but that's all we need. So I'm really liking the 2 kickers, Elliott and Fairbairn. And yeah, that's going to do it. That's 6 picks. Let's go lock those in. I keep forgetting to put them in on PrizePicks just to show you that they're actually there. There's Fairbairn, and then we go into Elliott. Jake, where are you? Field goals made. You could always look at kicking points as well. I just like the field goals made because usually the kicking points is at like 6.5 or 7.5. And you typically need the 2 field goals anyway to get there. So yeah, I'm really liking this. Mayfield, Evans kind of combo with completions and receptions. Jerome Ford's probably just maybe the scariest one if you had to put a scariest one out there because he had that huge monster game, but really good matchup in San Francisco. And then the 2 kickers here I'm really liking as well. Oh, that's only 5 picks. Should we get another one in here? Oh, I didn't put Thielen in. That's why. Thielen was avoiding us. Thielen. Yeah, so we're going over for Thielen as well. So just to wrap it up again, Mayfield, Evans, pass completions, 20.5 for Mayfield. That's an over. 4.5 receptions for Mike Evans. That's an over. Jerome Ford, again, maybe the scariest quotation marks one. I'm still really liking it at 35.5 rushing yards under. Fairbairn and Elliott both over 1.5 field goals made. And then Adam Thielen over 59.5 receiving yards. So 20 for 500. Let's go ahead and put that in. Really, really liking that. Again, kind of the last plug here for the college football cheat sheet. I think I still got at least 15 plays for these later slated games starting like 3:30 onward. So you got about 3.5 hours to get that in. Just email me. We can talk about logistics there. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Hopefully make some money. Saturday, Sunday are big money makers. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Peace out.